Hello YouTube and welcome back to Charlotte for race number 12 of the NRSL Hooters Series season number 4, the Coke Vanilla 400, and I just realized I don't want this up here. Save that. Okay. Joining me in the booth once again is Stephen Paul III.
Hi guys, for our fourth race at Charlotte this week.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure the world's going to end because the front row is Enzo Nareza and Kev Shear. Waiting for some sort of response there. Row 2 is Zach Flickinger and Alex May.
Ending, the Patriots won.
Oriole Pollard, R.J. Reynolds make up row 3. William Brock and Hunter Braxton, row 4. Henry Williams and P.J. Williams make up row number 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Steven.
So I think it's going to be a great race. I believe they brought the same package from the ending of the All-Star race here. So we're going to see a lot of passing and a lot of battling. If you're starting on the high side, you're going to fall to the back. But 40 laps, you can drive to the front, depending on the cautions. Let's see. Jess is leading the points by 47. So I'm going to go with Steve. Already failing. Time Paul and Bufaka to move to the front of the field.
Fode Sacco is the driver name he was trying to say there.
God damn it. My pick to win, I'm going to go with Flickinger to drive from the back and looking for Mohammed to be a factor too.
Command has been given. 8 onboards that we will carry here today. We'll start with the points leader. Jessica Shelton is carrying the Chevy onboard. Sky Commons, the Ford onboard. Time Pollard, the AutoZone onboard. Bafode Sacco, the Menards onboard. Jerry Shelley, the Road Loans onboard. Zachary Fitzwater, the Kingsford onboard. And Dylan Young carrying the Toyota onboard. And Hunter Braxton carrying the Dodge onboard camera. Tried to skip over him because he was the one that started the farthest stop, so that was what caused me some problems. Points somewhat were mentioned. Jessica Shelton leading the points by 47 over Sky Commons. Hunter Braxton is 60 points back. Time Pollard 103 back. Bafode Sacco's 106 back. That is the top 5. Jerry Shelley comes in 6th in points, 131 points back. Those are the only 6 that could leave here as the points leader. Rest of the top 10 in points coming in. William Brock in the number 1. Zachary Fitzwater in the 59 car. Becky Lynch and Kev Shear round out the top 10 as we start to get closer and closer to the chase berth, or the first chase race. Basically all that good stuff. Green flag is out. The Coke Vanilla 400 is green.
You know, I didn't respond to the comment because the world's already ending, like I said, and Kev's leading the first lap. The world really is ending.
Well, I mean, he only got to lead to the green. There's no guarantee he's actually going to lead the first lap because Zach Flickinger, ironically enough, is going to try and stop that.
Well, where is the triggered music?
Ironically enough, it was Zach Flickinger who gave us the triggered Kev Shear weekend a couple weekends ago.
Somebody's in the wall back there, I think. I'm not sure. Someone went really high in the corner back there in the corner of my eye.
Well, not able to see who it was at this point, so either way. Zach Flickinger going to be 3 wide, almost in the wall. Baranowskis is in the wall in the 20.
Well, as we've seen in the truck race and some of the open in the All-Star race, if you get high in turn 1, you drift toward the wall, and the car in the middle lane gets up there too. So that's going to be a big problem in this race.
And speaking of which, this is not going to be good.
4 wide.
We haven't seen him try it yet. It's not quite not working. Oh, boy.
Oh, God. A-car is pulling a 2005 Richmond.
And they're still wrecking up here.
Oh, more wrecking. Well, that didn't take long.
And a few drivers that are high up in points involved.
Oh, God. Looks like Chris Washer in the unsponsored car.
Chris Washer will lead in the 91 car.
The 48, Kyle Matthews, who won Pocono, is having a bad thing. He's starting last in the Cup race, so it's rough Charlotte race for him so far.
Wrong series. And they're wrecking! And
well,
R.J. Reynolds and Kev Shear have wrecked each other.
Well, it's been... Oh, God. Nope. Well, Kev is going to be really triggered after this race because Kev
Sky
missed the
Commons
jump
was
race.
involved. Becky Lynch, Bafode Sacco. So some drivers that were high up in points. Chris Louvier in the 88, Ace Rogers, Alexander Rowe. Kyle Matthews is in the 24, by the way. It's Preston Plord in the 48.
All right, the failing is just getting underway.
But with that, let's go ahead and take a look back at what happened to bring out yellow number 1 of the day. And we're back. 4 wide, definitely not something you want to do. And
No.
Preston Plord, Sky Commons showing the evidence as to why. Some contact being made there. Sky Commons comes down the track a little bit, trying to stay off of the 8 as much as he can. And unfortunately, contact made there, and yeah.
Wow, the 8 car pulling, if nobody knows, the 2005 Richmond race is the 88 gets shoved up the hill by the 15.
Yeah, and then Becky Lynch gets involved with it there. Ace Rogers gets shoved up the track by the 15.
The 15's a wrecking ball. Who's in the 15 is...
not Chris Washer. Zachary Fitzwater there in the 59 actually collides with the 63 and then turns the 24.
Well, that's an automatic, man.
And then Kyle just bounces off the wall, gets into the 88 and the 99 there. So nothing they really could have done.
I think somebody hit somebody in the back there. I can't tell. Yeah, they're still wrecking back. Wreck behind.
Yeah, they're still wrecking back here because Kyle Masterson comes off the wall. He's going to hit the 9, and then they hit the 0. So.
And then under caution, something happened. This is like the Martinsville weekend.
I'm curious whether or not something happened just coming back to the yellow as well. Well, I guess not.
And then up here, then Kev gets. This is gonna be a rough week in the.
Something happened to RJ Reynolds, because RJ was the first car I saw around, but I just saw the 16 with damage as well.
Sheila's gonna have her hands full this week.
And Kev just bounced off the 66 right back into RJ Reynolds. He actually literally dumps his own teammate.
Sheila's going to have to control her boys this week.
And Alex May gets a piece of it as well in the 4. So not either her or big guy up at Roush is going to have to do something there, because that is definitely not what you want to be doing, especially under yellow with a car that was quick enough to qualify on pole. So unfortunate there for Kev, and no one really to blame but himself on that one.
Well, luckily Thanksgiving is not coming up in this year household.
Either way, Chris Washer is the race leader. Let's get back to the green flag. And we are back. Chris Washer is still the race leader. Jessica Shelton in second. PJ Williams, Mary Shelley, Henry Williams, Jack James, Zach Flickinger, James Qualls, Paul Swanson, and Sheila Shear the top 10. William Brock, Time Pollard, Enzo Nareza, Oriel Pollard, Alex May, Jerry Shelley, Johnny Gardner, Hunter Braxton, Alger Baranowskis, and William Flickinger the top 20. Stephen Powell III, Dylan Young, Amanda Shelley, Samed Ozkan, Max Anderson, Muhammad Zain Abdullah, Sam Young, Tim Randolph, Isaac Flickinger, and Charles Sanford the top 30. Zachary Fitzwater, Kev Shear, Alexander Rowe, RJ Reynolds, Bafode Sacco, Sky Commons, Ace Rogers, Chris Louvier, Becky Lynch, Kyle Matthews, and Jonathan Zorline, the rest of the running order. Only car out of the race is Preston Plord, which is going to hurt them in the chase standings, basically. They were the first wild card entering this race, and the green flag is back out on lap number 8.
Well, that's very interesting. Now, it's going to be interesting, too. If they stay green, lap traffic is going to be a problem in this race.
Yeah, we'll check in on that in about a lap or two. We'll see. So Jessica Shelton goes to the race lead. Can she try and get the 5 bonus points for leading a lap? If she can hang on to it, maybe. We'll see. Here comes PJ Williams, though, to the inside.
And how about the 18 of Jack James, 41st in points going for the lead up there, too?
Yeah, PJ Williams, though, will lead the lap. Here comes the most recent winner, Henry Williams, as Hendrick Motorsports tries to make it 3 in a row here in the Hooters series.
And the first repeat winner this year, too, trying to be that runner, too.
Yeah, that, too. Johnny Gardner nearly got the wall back there. That was close. As now Jack James goes for the race lead, and here comes James Qualls for the race lead.
Oh, if they wreck, they're all dead.
They're only 3 wide, though.
Paul Swanson's going to... Oh, God.
Still only 3 wide. Oh, they're squeezing! Oh, what a save!
Jess has got a lot of talent right there.
Jessica Shelton with the save of the season possibly right there. She was sideways in turn 1 and 2 there.
Jerry Shelley. Oh, God, this is going to be over.
This is not going to end well. We're definitely not done with yellows. There's Hunter Braxton in that. He's there too.
God. Somebody's going to flip. Sheila Shed. The She-Shed's about to burn down here.
Oh, Shelley pushing the 2 car up the wall. Shelton's in the fence. Flickinger! Okay, that was close.
God, they're so close together. Oh, my Lord, this is intense.
Meanwhile, Time Pollard and all of that going for the race lead.
Oh, my God. Everybody's on the edge of control. Some great racing.
That was close.
I think the caution's out. No, it's not.
No, it is not. Although it probably should be.
Oh, my Lord.
We haven't even had a chance to actually go back and look at who's off the pace. Kyle Matthews, Kev Shear, Sky Commons, Chris Louvier, Bafode Sacco, Reynolds, Ace Rogers. Looks like Becky Lynch is as well. Definitely Alexander Rowe. Hard to tell on Zorline. Doesn't look like he's off the pace.
Now, if they catch this lap traffic running 3 and 4 wide, it's going to cause a massive accident. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. These guys are trying to wreck.
You know, the good thing is the courtesy, too. People are lifting. If Curtis didn't lift, somebody would have been in the catch fence already.
Yeah, true. I mean, they're preventing each other from going 4 wide, which is about the one saving grace that there is out there right now, as Time Pollard now leads.
Time Pollard, he's actually up there in points. His chance.
Worth mentioning, Kyle is actually 20 miles an hour off the pace.
That also doesn't help. As Henry Williams riding the turn more.
So was Hunter Braxton as well, the 42. And Enzo Nareza, good friends off the racetrack here, side by side now.
Oh, God. The 11's going to... Oh!
Alex May, the defending champion, was in the fence there off turn 4.
Just imagine how crazy the Cup race is going to be if you think this is crazy.
Well, to be fair, we've had more opportunities to actually correct the Cup Series. Henry Williams up near the fence.
And here comes the She-Shed for the lead.
Oh, this is the battle for second still.
4 wide.
No, 3 wide still only.
Oh, God. Oh, how they made it off turn 3 for like 5 straight laps is incredible.
Meanwhile, Time Pollard loves what he's seeing in his rearview mirror.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Jack James in the fence, the 18.
Well, that's just...
Oh, Gardner.
So many near misses.
Jeez.
God, and the only thing this is helping, everybody's getting single file here, so we're actually getting green flag racing. Oh,
and now, battle for the race lead. Sheila Shear looking for it. She's also trying to get her second win of the season.
I believe she...
There's someone in the grass! I think it was William Flickinger. I'm not sure why.
I think it's time to pause it and go see what happens.
Meanwhile, Alex May's around.
Oh, no. Well, oh, God. Bound to happen.
They finally wrecked.
Oh, someone's gonna plow. This is crazy. I don't know what happened. This is nuts.
And Jessica Shelton leads under the yellow.
Well, because they caught Kyle Matt.
Oh yeah, they did. Oh, shit.
That's probably why Zach Flickinger was in the grass because he saw Kyle Matthews coming. He's like, let me take the 3rd lane.
Let me take the escape route.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna actually check in on why the 27 was in the grass. And then,
that's crazy. This has been great racing. I think they're pitting.
I think they are. As there's a huge gap. Kyle Matthews, I think, is doing this on purpose. He and Jess are good friends. I think he's opening that gap on purpose.
That might be looked at by the officials. Well, before we go...
Yeah, we're going to look at the pit stops first.
Yeah.
As everyone is pitting underneath this yellow.
And the 17's for a She-Shed.
I think everyone's also going to be trying to pit for damage, because who hasn't been in the wall at this point?
Everybody's been in the wall. Oh, God, this is going to be calamity.
There's strategy on pit lane, though. There's 2 tires up in 21 and the 25. Sky Commons and Time Pollard involved. I was going to say Timothy Peters for some reason. What is... Oh, Kev Shear's still coming to his pit?
Big Kev missed his pit.
No, he's got pit stall 1 because he's on the pole. So he was still coming to his pit. Sheila Shear, James Qualls, Paul Swanson, Zach Flickinger, Jessica Shelton, the top 5 off pit lane. And let's take a look now at what happened. And we're back. Here's what happened for William Flickinger. So I'm still trying to figure it out. Let's see. Jack James is going to hit the wall, and then Flickinger's going to be like, that ain't happening.
PJ Williams.
And he does it again.
Just the good old boys.
Let's not get copyright claim or anything. And then Alex May, to cause further issues behind this.
I gotta say, that 27 passed half the field to the grass.
Actually, no, he lost spots out of that.
And then the 18 turns the 4 right there.
Well, Alex May also kind of pinched him into the fence. Tim Randolph gets involved. So does Chris Washer in the 91.
Remember,
Baranowskis! Oh, jeez.
Remember, Chris Washer was leading under the last caution, too.
And then,
I'm amazed nobody plowed.
And then let's see what type of a pick job Kyle Matthews did.
Well, I'm going to definitely say he's... Look at him just trying to scramble.
Actually, not really much of one. Somewhat. I mean, he held up to 17, but...
Well, I mean, it's lucky they didn't catch him in the turn 4, because that would have been death.
So that's how the pass for the lead happened, but there was another pass on pit lane. Sheila Shear is the race leader. Let's go back to the green flag. And welcome back to Charlotte. Cross flags were just shown as we're halfway home in the Coke Vanilla 400. Sheila Shear is the race leader. James Qualls second, Paul Swanson third, Zach Flickinger, Jessica Shelton, Isaac Flickinger, Muhammad Zain Abdullah, William Brock, Max Anderson, and Mary Shelley make up the top 10. Johnny Gardner, Oriel Pollard, Jerry Shelley, William Flickinger, Enzo Nareza, Time Pollard, Henry Williams, Sam Young, Hunter Braxton, and Stephen Pod III, the top 20. Amanda Shelley, Jonathan Zorline, Zachary Fitzwater, Alger Baranowskis, Jack James, Tim Randolph, Alexander Rowe, Ace Rogers, Charles Sanford, R.J. Reynolds, top 30. P.J. Williams, Chris Louvier, Becky Lynch, Bafode Sacco, Alex May, Smet Ozcon, Sky Commons, Dylan Young, Chris Washer, and Kev Shear are the lead lap cars in this one. No new retirees after the last incident.
We'll see how Mathis hold up the field.
And green flag is back out. 21 laps complete. And how many people can clear Kyle Matthews before turn 1? The answer is 6.
Well, it looks like Oriel Paul was the only genius not to get the memo.
Well, and then anyone... Well, actually, anyone behind him is not going to come out too worse for wear on this.
And so let the craziness begin as here comes Paul Swanson with a hell of a run in turn 3.
Swanson to second, and Flickinger going to follow through to third as James Qualls gets freight trained a little bit. And meanwhile, it is a 9-car breakaway. So maybe a little bit of saving grace for these guys.
Yeah, just a little bit. Wonder how far Matthews is back now. We see a pass the lead first.
Well, he hasn't been fully passed yet, but...
A lot of damaged cars.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
This might not end well.
Somebody's going to be in the grass.
Someone's going to end up around. I'm not quite sure who.
Whoa, my God.
Jeez. And...
Look at this, 3 rows deep.
Oh, there they go! Yeah, we kind of saw that coming.
Oh, God, that was huge. Time Pollard. Oh, damn it.
R.J. Reynolds, Zachary Fitzwater all in it. And that is not what this group of 9 probably wanted to see, as Muhammad Zain Abdullah leads under the yellow. Oh, boy! Okay!
What a save.
Hello!
They were just waving hi to Sheila. They wanted to yell at they want them to yell at Kev.
Is that all? Just looking back through here. And so more issues for Kyle Matthews. Tim Randolph's car is looking a little bit more worse for wear. Johnny Gardner with some heavy damage as well. And now, oh, a little bit of left tap. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look back at what happened to bring out the yellow, even though we were looking at it on screen. And we're back trying to look for what happened here to bring out to cause the wreck, and looks like it might be Zachary Fitzwater and Chris Louvier. Yep, there's the contact.
Wow, the job the 89 does to miss that is incredible.
I think he just more got lucky. Before Sacco involved, Tim Randolph, there's going to be RJ Reynolds getting a piece of it. Kev Shear with the never lift strategy is going to get through this.
Never lift.
Johnny Gardner, you see him there on the outside. Time Pollard gets a piece of it, and I think Henry Williams actually misses this.
Yeah, the 60 car gets part of the non-safe barrier at the bottom of the track there, I think.
Let's see. Does the 5 get a piece of this? Yeah, he gets into the 21.
And the 88 was swinging around like a pinball over there.
Other than the fact of what the 5 got into the 21 on the back coming off turn 2, though, actually clean on that one. Whoa.
Not happy with Time Pollard.
With that, there is going to be one on board we will take, and then we'll get you back to the restart. On board, Zachary Fitzwater.
Well, Fitz, the charcoal is clearly burned tonight.
And we are back. Chris Louvier retires from the race, leaving us with now just 40 cars left, and not going to be good for Louvier because he was 22nd in the points and trying to keep alive any hopes of the wild card hunt as well for him. So that's going to be a hit. Mohamed Zainodullah is the race leader, though, over Zach Flickinger, Max Anderson, Sheila Shear, William Brock, Isaac Flickinger, Paul Swanson, James Qualls, Jessica Shelton, William Flickinger, the top 10. Jerry Shelley, Oriel Pollard, Hunter Braxton, Enzo Nareza, Jonathan Zorline, Amanda Shelley, Sam Young, Alger Baranowskis, Jack James, and Charles Sanford, the top 20. Alexander Rowe, PJ Williams, Becky Lynch, Samet Ozkan, Chris Washer, Mary Shelley, Dylan Young, Alex May, Ace Rogers, and Stephen Paul III, the top 30. Sky Commons, Bafot Sacco, Kev Shear, Time Pollard, Johnny Gardner, Henry Williams, Zachary Fitzwater, RJ Reynolds, and Tim Randolph, the lead lap cars, and we're set to go once again.
Another Kyle Matthew shenanigan.
Hopefully a little bit less this time. Green flag is back out. 12 laps to go.
Well, the 03 is not getting the advice.
Well, you made it work.
That was ballsy.
That was definitely not your normal rookie move, I think.
Oh God.
Meanwhile,
keep the camera on the 24 here.
At least till he gets cleared by most of the field.
Whoa.
Charles Sanford was getting a little ballsy there too.
Yes, literally.
As now Alexander Rowe gets to the inside.
Oh God, they're not. Oh,
I
my,
think
here comes the problem.
I think they're going to be fine here because they're not going to get 3 wide here going by him. I say that!
Jesus, maybe the charcoal was not burned in the.
Samet Ozkan nearly taking him out. And now Becky Lynch, Kev Shear, the only 2 stuck behind the 24. Kev Shear games, well.
It's Kev being Kev.
And I think with that, now we can go back up here to the front as William Brock goes to the race lead now. Sheila Shear in the wall, comes off it and gets room from the 11.
That was a very nice break for Han, but she didn't want the get backhand by her mother.
Worth mentioning as well, we are now at 10 to go.
So we don't have to deal with Kyle Mapp.
No more, well, at least not unless he's actually amongst the leaders. There's a huge gap.
Like, I mean, a huge gap.
No caution, though, so not quite sure what the gap was for.
The way they're racing in the top 10, they might be a caution. We might have a few plows.
I think maybe just... I think that's maybe just damaged cars there. I don't know. Max Anderson gets the wall off turn 4. Paul Swanson now goes and throws his name back into the inside line there, gets back into the mix. Enzo Nereza with a good run finally. Signed the dotted line on getting the 40.
Whoa!
Okay!
Everybody bobbing and weaving.
As I was going to try and say there before, we almost got interrupted by the wreck. Never mind, hold on. This ought be good. Hello, William Brock around.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy, here's going to be that
No,
plow.
this is going to be bad.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. This is going to be good.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
God. Oh, crap. Oh, no.
I kind of saw that coming. They're still wrecking.
Oh, God. Charles, where's the brakes? Oh, God. Even worse. Where's the 20?
So that just happened. There's the 24.
Well, I could definitely say the brakes in this series come from the ARCA Remax series.
Well, that was basically your typical thing. What happens when you add it? Where's the... What happened to the 26? He was leading.
The 26 gets dumped. We're going to have a one-lap shootout.
Okay, so we're going to have a lot of stuff to sort through. Let's go ahead and quickly do that and then bring you back for the restart. And we are back. 4 wide off turn 4 was never going to be a good idea. William Brock's going to slam the wall. Flickinger's right there. Gets into him. Turns him around.
And a hard hit in the wall for the 117s in the grass.
Sheila Shear gets it saved. Jonathan Zorline's going to end up getting a piece of this.
This is the problem with a tri-oval.
And, yeah, this is what happens when there's a wreck here.
Man.
Chris Washer, Dylan Young, Jack James all get involved. And Brock ends up being normal out of this because it's when Chris Washer's car basically slides back up and collects Jack James again, because here comes the field that's just taken the yellow, trying to slow down their best. Dylan Young's going to get clobbered by Alexander Rose. Stephen Paul III, Henry Williams slam into the 91. Alex May, Ace Rogers, Time Pollard, Sky Commons with nowhere to go. Ozcon and Shelley are hard on the brakes, and they don't get slow. They actually do get slowed down. Gardner ends up getting into the 9.
And then everybody behind them.
And then Fitzwater and Becky Lynch are trying to slow down. Doesn't slow down in time. Before Sacco, Tim Randolph get involved. And then here comes Kev Shear, also trying to slow down. And
no break.
He ends up hitting his own teammate.
What is with Kevin and his teammates in this race?
And so that was that mess. I think RJ Reynolds was fine.
Well, what happened? The 30, I think the 77 landed on
and
the 1.
And Qualls is already on pit lane at this point.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Well, oh, God.
So the caution flag comes out, and then James Qualls gets dumped by Jerry Shelley.
That's going to be looked at by the officials. Oh, God. Oh.
And then in Qualls' car, he's just trying to lock up the brakes, basically keep it up there. The car still just naturally slides down to the banking. Sheila Shear, William Flickinger get involved. Charles Sanford as well. And I think Sam Young even gets a piece of that in the 0-1 car. Yep, that was Sam there.
Wow, what is going on here at Charlotte?
So, to recap, the 17, 26, 06, and 16 all get involved in a wreck. The only Roush car still standing is the 6.
I think the 6 is actually right.
And the 60. 6 and the 60, and the 60's been involved in several incidents.
If we can go back to go green, I think the 77 car lands on top of the 1.
Wait, okay, so you're saying...
The 77.
Oh.
Lands on top of somebody. It was a huge wreck.
Oh.
Right there.
Well, alright. I mean, he gets hit.
And then here comes the 1.
Yeah, the 1 kind of lands on him. Yeah.
The 1 car's on pit. The 1's on pit road, I think. Oh, they're still driving.
Well, they're still driving, but then they're done for the day. In regards to actual onboards that would have seen the actual wreck, I don't know if we've really got one. With that, I'm going to look for an onboard and see if we got one. If not, we're going to go back to the green flag. And we're back. Not going to get a field rundown. Tim Randolph, Zachary Fitzwater, Ty Pollard, Sky Commons, Alexander Rowe, William Brock, Jonathan Zorline, Chris Washer, Sam Young, William Flickinger, Kev Shear, James Qualls, Bafode Sacco, Dylan Young, Becky Lynch, Jack James, Stephen Paul III, Sheila Shear, and Ace Rogers all out of the race due to the last incident. Jerry Shelley is the race leader, and we're back to racing at Charlotte with 3 laps to go.
Jerry Shelley has damage, so it's going to slow up the pack just a little bit.
Well, not much, because Hunter Braxton gets to the race lead with help from teammate Isaac Flickinger.
So Paul Swanson coming up here.
Paul Swanson.
Very low at points.
Well, he's going to get there, so it's going to be 2 to go at the line this time by. And it looks like it's going to be decided between these 4 cars. Hunter Braxton looking for win number 2 on the season.
And trying to get the points lead from Jess, too.
Yeah, which right now that's looking pretty good as well because Jess got caught up behind the 33. Isaac Flickinger in the wall.
Now it's going to come down. Can Paul Swanson to the back of that 42?
Yeah, it's going to be a really good question. And does Max Anderson try and throw a pass into this or not? Well, we're going to have a green-white checkered.
Oh, God. Big tie break.
Because the caution's going to come out for that.
Oh, God. They might not even make it. Oh, no. This is going to
get jeez.
66 gets turned.
We're going to end up having to take a picture. We're going to end up having to take a picture of this right here because literally there's not going to be any way that they're going to be able to get this. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to get a picture of that because otherwise we're not going to have the running order at the time of caution because this is going to have to get reset to the time of yellow, which right now Enzo Nereza is not going to do. There's no way that he's going to be able to get that far up.
I mean, he can start in the back. I mean, he did brag and maintain speed.
Well, he also got kind of dumped on a 4-wide situation.
By the owner of the league.
It was 4-wide. In defense, it was 4-wide. So he will get reset to 6th. So with the fact of when that happened, though, the race is not over, unfortunately, for Hunter Braxton. It is not over.
I'm going with a 63 to win this race because they won Dover.
With that, we're going to show you what happened to bring out the yellow, and then we're going to set up the green-white checkered. And we're back. Here's what happened to bring out the yellow.
So close to the finish. And 4 wide once again.
Enzo Nereza, ironically enough, ends up getting into this 11, turning him around. The 41 goes around and all that. Samet Ozkan gets a piece of it, and the 15, Jessica Shelton through the grass getting spots.
And then Jess through the grass was never going to work. And then, hello, guys.
Hi.
Well, and the
bye.
66 was the meat in the sandwich.
It wasn't even the meat in the sandwich, just the odd man out of that.
As he goes for his, is that a he or a she?
It's a he, I'm pretty sure.
Oh boy! So now it's time for shit show, and hopefully it's like the all-star race.
We're not going that far on the I-9 because they still have points on the line.
Well,
it's not like it's a non-points race. Well, the thing is, it's not a non-points thing. It's like they're actually going for points, so they're not going to go full out crazy. So, with that, we're going to take a moment to have to set up the green-white checkered, and we'll see you back for the restart. And we're back for the green-white checkered. 2 laps, caution-free. Hunter Braxton is leading. Paul Swanson in 2nd. Max Anderson 3rd. Zach Flickinger in 4th. Amanda Shelley, Enzo Nereza, PJ Williams, Charles Sanford, Samet Ozkan, and Jessica Shelton in the top 10, although it's Shelton 9th. And basically anyone really has a shot at this point is what I would say.
At this rate, yes.
I would not rule anyone out actually at this point, especially if
Hell, RJ Reynolds might win the race.
That would be something. I think it's gonna be someone that's on the inside line though, I will say that. So I guess I'm ruling out half the people. Either way, green flag is out. 2 more laps in the Coke Vanilla 400.
Who gets ballsy first?
Braxton with a good jump there. That is exactly what he needed on this restart.
Now, somebody from the high side needs to get to the bottom to make a move. Now remember, the 10 car is 38th in points.
Yeah, so might be just a tad bit desperate as here comes Max Anderson.
You know who I'm looking behind? Jess Baranowski, who's last, is coming in with a shot.
As up the track they go.
This is going to get wild. I think the 10 is going to have the win. It's going to have
Braxton actually kept the lead.
What a power move by Braxton.
On that outside line, here comes Paul Swanson now looking for second.
Now, Paul Swanson was smart. He pushed the 10, trying to get a run of the 42 and go 3 wide.
They're trying, but here comes Amanda Shelley. And through 3 and 4, not enough. Hunter Braxton's going to be the first multiple-time winner. He wins the Coke Vanilla 400.
That 42 was so strong in that green-white checkered.
And amazingly enough, I don't think many positions actually changing hands there.
Now, it's going to be interesting because Jess finished 8th, and she did lead laps. Braxton won the race, so it's going to be interesting.
And that's going to be about 5 laps or so. So Braxton not going to get the bonus for leading the most laps. Going to come up 1 lap shy of that.
That was some crazy racing.
And so results are in, though. Top 10 here today. Hunter Braxton, Max Anderson, Paul Swanson, Amanda Shelley, Zach Flickinger, PJ Williams, Enzo Nareza, Jessica Shelton, Alger Baranowskis, and Oriel Pollard round out the top 10. Let's see. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's going to be about 30 or so points, it looks like, there between Jess and Braxton. So on rough math, it looks like it will be Jessica Shelton retaining the points lead, but it's Hunter Braxton who takes home his second win of the season, winning at Daytona and now here at Charlotte. He is also the only Dodge to win this season. Just throwing that out there. Steven, your final thoughts on the race today?
It was a crazy race, just like the All-Star race, the Open, and the truck race. Some wrecks, had a good race. Good to see Braxton first winner. Ready for the Cup race. If it's anything like this, we're in for an hour-long marathon.
Yeah, most likely. Either way, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing-related content. I'm Gordon Fan291 for CM Pod 3rd. This has been a production of the NRSL. I'll see you next time.
See you guys.